Hello and welcome back to Naked Narcissism. In today's video, we are going to tackle a very hot topic, and it's a result of so many comments that I got on one of my viral videos that I did on narcissistic mothers and their daughters, and I had a lot of people in the comments asking about narcissistic fathers and their daughters. And so today I thought I would just do a video on that rather than continuously answering the same questions in the comments. Although that's helpful for some, just thought I would do a video on this topic since it was so popular. So today I'm going to give you 5 signs that will leave you speechless on what it looks like as a narcissistic father and their daughter, that relationship. And so we're going to tackle that today. So if you are coming across my video and you find that you are questioning whether or not your father is a narcissist, this video is for you. So let's talk about that first sign, and that is unrealistic expectations. A daughter of a narcissistic father will likely strive for perfection. She will continuously try to measure up to the expectations that her father has of her, but she will often feel that she doesn't quite measure up. Her academic achievements, her looks, her wealth, her just overall anything she's into, she's trying to strive to please and to hold up the expectations that she knows her father has of her, but she never feels that she's ever quite made it. She will likely lay her head down at night feeling very inadequate, like she feels like she has to strive for perfection, but she never quite gets there. And that is a key sign that your father might be narcissistic if you find yourself doing that. The second sign that if your father is narcissistic is he's going to have a lack of empathy towards you and others. Your narcissistic father is likely going to be seen as self-absorbed by you as the daughter. He is not going to be able to empathize with your feelings and your emotions and the times that you're really looking to be, that daddy's girl and wanting that real emotional support from your father, and he is not able to give that to you, and you kind of walk away from conversations with him not feeling comforted at all, but really feeling quite distant and disconnected from your father. And if you find yourself in that position, your father might be a narcissist. If you are in a relationship with your father who's narcissistic, the other key sign is emotional manipulation. Your father will use you in ways that you cannot imagine. He will also use guilt and shame to get you into behaving and doing things that you don't want to do. They may also play the victim and do a lot of emotional blackmail towards you, and you often feel that you don't have a sense of what the relationship is supposed to be, and you find yourself not being able to really count on him. And you find yourself, doing things, and you're kind of waking up going, why did I do that? Or why did I let him do that to me? And you might find that you are really in this emotional, manipulative kind of relationship with him. And that is a key sign that your father is narcissistic. And this emotional manipulation can leave the daughter feeling very scarred for life, and will look for relationships, romantic relationships that will mimic that kind of relationship where it's transactional, right? You might find yourself in relationships that are really transactional and not a lot of connectedness, and that's because your father has really engaged in this emotional manipulation most of your life, if not all of your life. And so, be on the lookout for emotional manipulation. Sign number 4 is that your father might have boundary violations. If you've set boundaries and you find yourself really having a hard time really having your dad respect those boundaries, that's likely because he might be a narcissist. They might invade your personal space. As a teenage girl, he might walk in on you when you're taking a shower or when you're having friends over, not knocking. He might also intrude on your social life, maybe reading your text messages, maybe listening in on phone calls. That lack of boundaries, or the boundary, really violating your boundaries on a consistent basis, is what narcissists do. And if your father's doing that, he likely is a narcissist. Again, this is like one key sign. So if you're looking at the signs that I've already given and you're getting value out of this, I'd appreciate a thumbs up, because if your dad has this set of signs, then it's likely that your dad is a narcissist. Maybe if he just has one of them, maybe not, but if he has a collection of these, then you're likely looking at the possibility that your dad is a narcissist. So let's get back to boundary setting. So, if you are in a relationship when you're in your 20s, your father might, come over a lot when he knows that your boyfriend is over. And knowing that you're wanting to spend time with your boyfriend, if you happen to mention that your boyfriend's coming over, your dad might show up unexpectedly all of the time. And, just not really respecting your boundaries as a woman and as a person, that, invading your space like that is a key sign that boundaries are just not important to your dad. And last but not least, sign number 5 is conditional love. Narcissistic fathers don't have the ability to truly love their daughters. And so this conditional love means if you do this, I'll do this. If you don't do this, then you don't get my love. They're always kind of dangling their love on a carrot, and you're never really going to quite get it. They don't show affection or emotion. Their love is very conditional based on how you behave. They want you to behave a certain way because they consider you, unfortunately, fathers who have daughters, and if the father's narcissistic, they often view their children as property, and you are there to please them, and you are just supplied to them. So if you don't do what they want you to do, then there'll be emotional torture or emotional hell to pay, as they say. And the result of that is the daughter is often seeking validation and approval within their romantic relationships and within life in general. They never quite feel assured that they are enough, right? And so that is the emotional expense to the daughter, is that they're constantly seeking validation because they never quite got it from their father. So those are the 5 key signs of what it looks like to be as a daughter, being in a relationship with a narcissistic father. So again, the first one is unrealistic expectations. Sign number 2 is lack of empathy. Sign number 3 is emotional manipulation. Sign number 4 is boundary violations. And 5 is this sense of conditional love, that it's not true. So if you find yourself really resonating with this content, just know that you are not alone and you are enough, regardless of what your father has said to you, about you, and your experiences with your father. What is important to know is that you are enough inside of you. And if your father is narcissistic, the problem is on his end, not on yours. And just remember that healing is possible. Even though you have a narcissistic father, healing is possible. You have to be intentional about going after that healing. And I developed a program called The Cracks Within Me for people just like you who have a narcissistic parent. The program is a 30-day healing program where people all over the world have found so much peace after doing this program, because they really lay to rest the emotional baggage that having a narcissistic parent brings into their life. And I want you to have that peace. It's everlasting. It's once you have it, you'll value it more so than you ever have, and you won't return to the place that brings up so much trauma and unrest. Once you fully heal from narcissistic abuse, joy is possible, and I want you to have that. So if you are interested in my 30-day program, you can avail yourself of it in the link below in the description of this box. And I really do wish you all the joy and all the peace, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.